Hey guys, what's up? Today I got an RU match, and for this one I decided to use my Munchlax, who's kind of a whirlwind abuser, so I figure bring in some hazards, and of course he brings a clay doll to spin away all my hazards, and I don't have a ghost type, so I'm like, but it's not a big deal. I'm just going to use Manectric because I can kind of volt switch out of anything. Yes, he does have clay doll that can take it, but it's not a big deal. And Lantern probably has Volt Absorb. Water Absorb, I don't even think it's a release, but it's like it's a stupid ability because he already resists water. Whereas Electric, it's neutral, so it's like might as well have Volt Absorb, and Electric is, I think, no common. I don't know. I don't really see Water Absorb being too useful. But anyways, gonna use Manectric, and I'm just gonna go for the Volt Switch. He's gonna go for the Extreme Speed, which is actually gonna do a nice little chunk. We actually got some weird Wi-Fi error, and the last time that extreme speed did way less than half, so I was kind of like, but it's not a big deal. So Volt Switch out, go to Soul King, and I am going to go for the Scald, just because it will do quite a bit of damage to everything, including this this Entei. There we go. I was going to say Arcanine, but oh, and speaking of damage, that Volt Switch did a lot more last turn. He was still in the yellow after lefties, but whatever. So Scald doesn't really do anything to this Lantern. He's gonna go for the Ice Beam, predicting me to switch out to a Sawsbuck, probably to my Sawsbuck, excuse me. And I'm just gonna Toxic him because why not, right? I know these things learn Heal Bell. I like to use Heal Bell on them, but a lot of people like to use Confuse Ray instead. But I'm like, I'm going to switch out here because I figure now he's going to want to go for the Thunderbolt, and I'm going to Munchlax because it's a great special wall, and tanks hits like it's nobody's business. I mean, look at that. That did, what was that, like, wow, 15, there we go. My brain's like not even working. So yeah, he's going to Confuse Ray me, and that's not very good. I am going to get off the Body Slam though, but it's not really going to do a whole lot. But he is Toxic, so sort of on him to get that shit done. Like I said, he's got a spinner, so I can't really abuse Whirlwind too much. I'm just going to try and Body Slam until it's worth switching out. Unfortunately, I'm going to get hit in Confusion, so I can't Body Slam this. Probably wouldn't have done too much because judging by his team, this is most likely his physical wall because it does have base 130 defense, and it does have Wish and stuff. So I'm going to go for the Whirlwind. Just because, and now I'm gonna go for the Whirlwind again, just so that he can't switch into his Lantern and get the healing off. But yeah, he actually stays in Stealth Rocks, and I get confused anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Then he's gonna show me Reflect, and he's going to be a dual screener because he doesn't have leftovers here. He is gonna get paralyzed, which is actually pretty nice, but not a big deal. I'm just gonna keep going for the Body Slam just in case he wants to switch out, because I figure it's probably gonna set up the light screen, so it's like, and Manectric's really my only special attacker, and it can't really do too much since he has got two guys that really check it. I mean, I also have Overheat, but again, Lantern just completely like destroys that. I really should put Switcheroo on it instead of Hidden Power. I don't know. We'll see. So I went to my Sawsbuck because why not? I'm gonna go for the turn, predicting. Not really Honchkrow, but it comes in and it does a lot, but I was predicting more Entei, so I almost went for Nature Power, which would have done nothing against Honchkrow. Fortunately, that return doesn't do a little bit more than half, which would have been really nice, but he's going to Brave Bird and kill me and him, but again, Sawsbuck's not too big of a deal because, again, he has an Entei. Although I am faster because he does have to be Adamant because he has Extreme Speed, so, whatever. Go to my Slow King. Figure Entei is going to come in because it's his lead, whatever. And there's nothing else really on his team that wants to do anything to me because Honchkrow is already dead. And, yeah, this thing probably has Leaf Blade, but I'm not worried about it. I have Rocky Helmet and max defense and stuff, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to Toxic him. He is going to continue doing his Heal Bell and Wish shenanigans, which is kind of fucking up my strategy because I can't put up really hazards until his clay doll is dead. I'm assuming he has Rapid Spin as his fourth move. He never actually gets to use it. But yeah, anyways, just gonna keep doing as much damage as possible. He's gonna let his Lantern take the Wish as opposed to his Leafeon, which is kind of weird because Leafeon's like dying pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep psychicking, hoping for the special defense drops, which I am not going to get. Here I'm figuring he's gonna overprotect again, but again, my sauce buck is gone, so there's no reason to really. So he's gonna go for the Thunderbolt, as I go for the Toxic once again, just to get him Toxic. The Thunderbolt does quite a bit of damage, considering my base special defense is 110. So I'm not really sure if he has any investment, but I mean, again, that is stab and super effective, and it's a pretty strong move. So I'm gonna switch out, go to Munchlax, because I figure he's probably gonna want to switch up moves just to predict my my Manectric switch in, and he does. He goes for Confuse Ray, which not a big deal, but you know, if he had gone for any of his attacks, that would have done really nothing. But yeah, so Munchlax is in here. I'm gonna go for the rest because I figure I need to get some HP up, and that'll, you know, help me out, because I'm gonna definitely need this to wall most of his team and get this Leafeon killed. Here he is gonna go into his Leafeon, and I'm just gonna switch out. I figure I could stay in, but I don't really like. He's just gonna heal bow and wish, and like, it's no point in staying in. So I'm going to switch out and actually go into my Scolipede, who is my Spiker and Toxic Spiker, but he's also still max attack, max speed, Jolly with Black Sludge, or Leftovers, one of the two, whatever, just so he gets up spikes a little better. But Mega Horn's pretty much going to tear through most of his team, because Leafeon and Claydol both take it super effective, and Lantern, yeah, he can hit me with like a Thunderbolt, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't have Earthquake, I have Rock Slide, which is kind of unfortunate in this situation, but in general, Rock Slide is better because it hits the flying types that Bug fails to hit. I'm going to go for the Mega Horn. It's going to do a nice chunk, but he's going to get the Wish Recovery, which is kind of annoying. But here I'm thinking maybe he'll overpredict, because again, I do have my Slowking, so maybe he wants to go for like the stun. Well, even stun and just hit me. It doesn't really matter. I go for the Rock Slide. I figure it should do quite a bit, but it's actually not supposed to kill, but I do get a crit. That or a flinch helped me out. I really didn't think I needed my Scolipede, but again, as I said, it's actually like really fast and super effective against most of his team, so I really shouldn't have risked it there. But then again, I do have my Crocodile, who is also stronger and has Moxie and has better coverage, because it actually has 4 attacks as opposed to only 2. I'm going to go for Toxic Spikes just before he taunts me, because he's, you know, going to be thinking I'm going to attack, and I'll just take a Will-O-Wisp and then go from there. But he's going to miss a Will-O-Wisp, which is unfortunate, so now he's going to taunt, and that's fine. I'm going to switch out. I don't know why I went for the second layer of spikes. I knew he was going to taunt me. I should have just attacked him, but not a big deal. Whatever. Go Slowking and take the burn. It's not going to do a lot. I know he's going to taunt me here because he sees I have Toxic, and I could also recover, or not recover, slack off, whatever, same thing. So I'm going to go for the attack, and obviously I can go for Psychic because that's not going to do anything because he's a Dark type. So I'm going to go for the Scald. Hope for the burn, because I know I won't be able to Toxic this thing anytime soon, because he's going to just taunt me every single time, and even if I do get it off, he's still got to heal Beller. So unfortunately, I don't get the burn. I'm going to go into my Manectric, because I figure it's the only thing on my team that can take a burn and still do tons of damage. Fortunately, he has Confuse Ray on this too. I was hoping he'd want to go for a cover, maybe? I don't know what he would actually, like, I don't know, Nightshade too, but that would have killed me. I don't know why. I was kind of risky to switch in here, to be completely honest, because he could have subbed as also. But whatever. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt, figuring he'd want to taunt just to shut down my potential switcheroo or anything. Thunderbolt does a lot of damage, but it's not going to kill. And I figure just go for it again, just in case he wants to recover, stall me, and play with luck. I'll just let it happen. But he's actually going to save it, switch up to his Lantern. And that Thunderbolt is going to heal him up, because he does indeed have the Volt Absorb, which is actually a very smart option, I believe. But I'm not worried. Again, he is Toxic, and his Leafeon's not actually looking really great HP-wise. So I'm just going to go with my Scolipede and hopefully be able to do a lot of damage. You can go for the Ice Beam. It's actually kind of stupid that I switched right into Scolipede, because that does kind of a lot of damage. I really shouldn't have done that, but again, I just maybe thought he would switch to Leafeon to get status removed and stuff, because like even Thunderbolt probably won't do too much to Leafeon. But he's gonna go to it now. I don't really know why. I guess he thought I had Earthquake, because I haven't used spikes, or did I? Can't remember. No, I know I only used 1 layer toxic spikes, but did I use spikes up to second? I don't think so. So I don't think he knows I have spikes. He probably predicting the earthquake, but I don't actually have it. I'm gonna go for the spikes here, just to ensure that his Sableye is dead. Who is, in case you weren't aware, actually no longer allowed in RU. But that's whatever. Nobody really cares. Yeah, so he's gonna hit me with a Thunderbolt. I am gonna live thanks to me having Black Sludge as opposed to a Life Orb. I'm gonna go for the Mega Horn here. It is going to crit, which is definitely gonna allow me to take him out. But again, I have a Crocodile, and he has max attack, max speed, Life Orb, and Moxie. So I would have just went for the Earthquake, and would have been able to kill the rest of his team. His Claydol dies to a crunch, and his Sableye I'm pretty sure would die to hazards, and if not, there's really nothing he can do to me at all. I can just Earthquake him. So that's the battle. Lucky crit on the Entei really helped me out, but again, like a Crocodile still would have been able to get the job done, although he did have his Leafeon, but again, it was half health at that point, so by then, him switching in would have either taken 2 hits, or I would have been +1, and I'm pretty sure a Crunch at that point would have killed him. So, anyways, that's the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.